And now it's time to start the show with Bl'Artagnan, Raw Life, and some girl. This is the Lifestream.
Hey, this is the Lifestream. Welcome. This is Lifestream number 30, and my game is not showing up on the screen, and that's fine. It's not our first rodeo, so I'll get that fixed. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. Lifestream number 30. We appreciate it. That heavenly riffs that you just heard, courtesy of Dystopia Bard. He did our intro song. Thank you so much, Dystopia Bard. And the cool little emotes that we have for you guys to use. Those are courtesy of El Cid. Check our biography, whatever it's called, to find him on Twitter. But I'm not alone. I'm joined by the one, the only Bl'Artagnan. How are you doing, Bl'Artagnan?
I am doing great, Rob. So my wife's energy levels have not been the greatest, the whole consequence of growing a human being thing. But she's a prolific baker, and today she worked up the energy and kind of spent all weekend kind of powering up and charging up, and finally unleashed it to bake some delicious strawberry blueberry muffins. So I am just having a great time eating muffins and living my best life there. Some girl, how's your weekend? How you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing all right. Another busy week at work, though I did have the day off today. I think a lot of people hopefully did if you're American. Today was President's Day, so a lot of people got the day off, which is very nice. Mostly just took it easy this weekend. Kind of just sat around, played games. Nothing too crazy. The usual. What about you, Raw Life?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm getting married, as you know, to Becca. Shout out, Becca. Becca, say what up! She said, "Fuck y'all." But
Nice. Love you, Becca.
She's real and an actual person. She's not made up. She's actually a person. And so I've been getting the names and addresses of every person I've ever met in my 32 years of life for all sorts of wedding stuff. So that's been fun. And then I do have an announcement. Everything's fine. I don't want everybody to freak out. I did hit myself with an axe in the leg today. While I was chopping wood. I was chopping wood like a manly man, which I am. And the cardinal sin of wood chopping is not getting to the kill zone with your body. And I did so. And I am severely injured. Luckily, I'm made of steel, and I did not gash into my leg. I just had a little goose egg. Is that Southern? A goose egg?
I mean, gooses have eggs everywhere.
Wait, a goose egg is like the number 0.
No, a goose egg is like a thing you get. It's another Southern thing. Drill a hole in my mailbox so all my bills get wet. And then when I fall and hit myself with an axe, I get a goose egg. Is that...
The expression is like, if your team scores 0 points and they laid a goose egg, it's a 0 because it looks like an egg.
Agree to disagree.
I mean, it's a very flexible kind of food, goose's eggs. You can use it for all sorts of things.
Yeah, I mean, goose egg, a goose bump, not a goose bump. A goose egg is an injury. A Charlie horse, you know?
Oh, okay. I know what a Charlie horse is,
okay,
yes.
It's like a Charlie horse. I got a big old Charlie horse down there. I'm fine. Luckily, I'm tough as nails, obviously, and I'm fine. So that's how my weekend went. I'm sorry I kind of, I just really wanted you guys to know that I'm okay. Because I know you worry about me, and that's what I've been up to. But
Chad is getting into it with the axe puns, and I'm here for it.
Oh, God, they really are. Reality theorist said he cried. I did not cry. I'm a big boy. I threw up a little bit, but I'm a big boy. I did not cry. I'm very tough. Thank you guys in chat who are worried about me, which is I don't think anyone. But we missed last week with Valentine's Day, and Bl'Art.
Speak for yourself.
I
was here.
The company woman showed up. God Almighty! I thought we turned that off. Bl'Art, look at the chat. Did you not? Did we not?
I have nothing to do with it. This is
your domain, man.
I thought
nobody except you has ever touched those channel player awards. So
fuck me. Well. Joey99, thank you for the channel points. I will chug a beer for you. Thank you so much. It's very necessary.
I mean, if you really don't want to do it, you can refund the points. It's like a feature.
Well, we'll push it off like a couple minutes, and then I'll chug it for you, Joey. But anyway, we missed last week. Bart and I, some girl, company woman, she stepped up. Ooh,
Yeah, joined by our
who,
several good friends of the show.
Who joined? Shout them out.
Those ones in the chat right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Shout out Blind Eye. Shout out Indolent Lard. Thank you guys for picking up our slack. But we're back. Don't call it a comeback because we've been here for years. We've been here for 30 weeks, obviously.
Years. No, just say years.
That's 0.5 years. We've been here for 0.5.
Yeah, but it overlaps 2021 into 2022. We can we've been here
years,
for two of the years.
Yeah, we've been here for years. Thank you.
On a technicality, we did it.
Years. We've lasted years. So, we've accomplished some things. This is an accomplishment, and it is in my resume. On my LinkedIn, it is on my resume. I've been a podcast. Oh shit!
You said the word.
I didn't mean to say it. If your lawyers are watching, I didn't mean to say that.
Can we just redact that, edit it out?
Yeah, Pierre, cut that out.
Yeah, we'll fix that in post.
Yeah, we'll fix that in post.
Pierre, cut that out. Fuck, I did it again. Anyway, it's on my resume that I've been a show co-host for years, and it's true. But
for years.
But when we were gone, T7 happened. Some girl destroyed it with a wild team, as she does. And so now we have a couple of new things to touch on. First off was the Squex stream. Huge breaking news. I know none of you guys watched the Squex stream, so luckily you joined us. Bl'Artagnan, what happened, man? What happened in the Squex stream?
Well, as you know, we are just coming off one of the bigger events of the year with the global anniversary event, fourth, Garnet BT cycle, that whole thing, Crevasse, all these huge monumental announcements and events and unique experiences. And Squex decided they needed to top that. They needed to come and kind of finish off strong, finish that anniversary hot. And so they brought us straight from JP the long-awaited and cannot be overhyped icon improvement quality of life. And so that is just outstanding, stellar stuff. I've been saying for months, I've been saying for years now, as we can technically say, that this game's biggest weakness and biggest opportunity for strength is the conveyance of information to the player. And this is just, it's the chef's kiss. They knocked it out of the park. I am there for it. And so Squex Joshua, if you're listening, which we know you're not, it's okay. No, it's all good. We are over the moon about this quality of life dropping in GL.
Yes, it's huge news, breaking news. Everyone run, tell everyone. We get some debuff icons. I think they're fucking awesome.
I think it's great.
We knew they were coming. We're gonna keep it moving, but
not this soon though.
The game has frozen, or the stream has frozen, and that's fine. But we're gonna keep it running.
Also, there was another very big quality of life. There's another very important quality of life that they announced.
Oh, you're right.
What was it?
So next month we are going to get another boss rush, and if you remember the last time we had a boss rush, it had a very annoying feature because it had the very hard plus difficulty where you had to clear the Lufania fights with 30 turns per party, and it had the very hard difficulty where you had to clear it with 50 turns per party, and you had to do both of them. But, as they have announced, for this upcoming boss rush, if you clear the very hard plus fight, you do not have to go back and redo the very hard fight. Which is, honestly, one of the most wanted quality of life changes for boss rush.
Yeah.
The only boss rush we're ever getting ever again, probably, but...
Well, the thing with quality of life, there's two versions of quality of life. Make the game, the actual in-game easier to understand. That was the debuffs. And then time. Anything that makes my time, because my time is valuable. Everybody's time is valuable. Anything that makes time quicker is a huge quality of life. So I really appreciate that. Bart, which do you care? Are you happy for either of these?
Here's the thing. You think about it. The Mog Pass, you pay $5 or more dollars a month USD in order to save yourself time. You're cutting down on the artifact grind. You're cutting down your character board grinds. You're cutting down on you're saving yourself time. You're spending money to get that time. And what they're doing with this boss rush quality of life, they're giving you time for free. They didn't need to do this, and they're just giving you free time back into your life that you're not spending doing the goddamn very hard boss rush again for no reason. So I'm all for it.
More time for trombone lessons.
Trumpet lessons. That's some inside baseball, but yes, that's the
Agree to disagree. Pretty sure it was trombone. Trombone's much funnier. It says
trombones are funnier. I'm just saying the actual thing was trumpet lessons.
Are
It
we
should have
really
been
doing this?
trombone
Like
lessons.
telling
I
people
think
what
it was-
jokes they should have made?
I
Like,
think
come
it was
on.
It's not like Goose is here to defend himself.
Oh, and if he was, I would eviscerate him live on stream. Goose, not a friend of the podcast. Oh God, 2 times?
You're gonna use his eggs and then call us a podcast twice and then disrespect him
Let
like
me
that.
look at my
Let's cut out
camera.
the show.
Let me look at my camera. We are not a podcast. We are a live stream event. We are an entertainment powerhouse coming to you live Monday nights, every Monday night. But you need to be here live. If not, you can check us out on Bl'Art's YouTube. But we are not
We are most notably not on your podcast apps. We're not on Apple Music. We're not on Spotify or Stitcher. We're not on any of those. So we are hashtag not a podcast.
Not a podcast. I'm gonna jump into some co-ops. If you're in the chat, you want to jump into some co-ops with us or with me, probably some girl too. We'll do that. But Squick Stream was boring. That's what happened. We got some stuff. Maybe Bosch will be with Layla. We don't know. Some things will happen.
We don't even know. Yeah.
No big deal.
Announce it.
But since last we met, there was a couple of events, which is nice. We got Edgar's Intertwined Will, which brought Edgar and Strago, right? That's a thing. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does anybody want to talk about Edgar? Anybody pull Edgar? Some girl, I'll start with you. Did you
I sure didn't pull.
You didn't pull for Edgar?
No.
You don't love
Why
Final
would
Fantasy
I?
6? He's got a drill.
He does.
And he imperils.
He does.
Bl'Art, surely,
Okay.
surely you pulled for the prince, the crown prince.
I think he actually did.
I did pull for the King of Figaro, and don't call me Shirley.
Hey,
I watched Airplane over the weekend. What a great movie. Anyway, so I did pull for Edgar. For literally no other reason than because I'm drowning in tickets, and I thought to myself, well, they might make us do another lockout event with spears. I should probably have an extra red spear. Why the hell not? So Edgar got some upgrades, and I mean, he's definitely better than he was before C90 and before his LD. That is objectively irrefutable. But so what did he get? He got the usual kind of upgrades that come with a rework in a C90, which is to say his attacks all have more dumps, they hit harder, no refunds, so he's purely brave damage based. And he got this LD that gives him some more offensive stats. It gives him this special HP plus, similar to Lena. Basically, same premise as Lena. I think it just does it does attack. It's not based on your hit points. It's just like a true damage attack based. It ignores defense. That's his whole kit. He ignores defense and shit. What does he even do? The thing is, I pulled from. I haven't built him. I don't care about him. He's a rainy day character for me. I should have lived with that.
Wait, you pulled him and you didn't even bother to give him any power stones or.
I have so many tickets right now. I power stoned the LD so I don't forget, but that's about it. Edgar's lame. He hit on Realm. It's kind of weird and kind of creepy. He cheats people with a double-headed coin. He's basically Harvey Dent, but except without the cool character development.
Careful. Sorry to interrupt you, Bl'Art. As everyone knows, I'm a huge Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster guy. Already done 1 through 5. 6 is coming out on Wednesday, and Blart's out here fucking spilling the beans on everything that's going to happen.
Major significant plot points that this game, which is over, it's going on 30 years old or however the hell old it is. I basically, those were key elements that you're not going to get back. So that's what you get. You were too slow. You were too slow, and now you're paying the price. So Edgar, his big gimmick now, the big gimmick besides just general offensive stats. Oh, thanks for the sub, Cope. We appreciate that. I hope it was a satisfactory chug. He's now an Omni Weapon Imperiler, which is kind of a weird gimmick to have. You gotta hit the enemy with either physical or melee, range, or magic attacks, and then he'll imperil that element all in one framed debuff. Or not element, weapon type. Which is, on the one, it's basically redundant because elemental imperils are generally better because they overwrite weapon imperils, but it does have the one unique, for me, kind of quality, which is it gets around elemental imperil immunity, which a lot of challenging content tends to throw at us. So if and when challenging content returns to us, maybe, I don't know, another GL exclusive event, it could be a handy tool to have. Or you could just, like, I don't know, use Bartz or Hope or Vaughn or Jekt or Fran or Oren and just kind of do it that way.
Or just their calls. If I remember correctly, all of their calls do the type enchant anyway, right? So Edgar is.
Yeah, Edgar's does not.
Oh yeah, Edgar's doesn't do that. I think when he gets his, I want to say, did he get that on his FR board rework? I think I saw that he got like debuff start with that, but I don't quote me on it.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. If anybody remembers when the JP video goes live tonight, we would like to watch. We're gonna our diehard Golbez fan, Bl'Artagnan, really wants to see what he gets. So tonight, spoiler alert, we are gonna check that out. So when that comes out, feel free to spam it in the chat so that we remember. Some Girl and Bard are in the co-op with me. Thank you guys. And where were we? We were talking about Edgar, right?
We were. That really is all there is to say about him. His damage is on the. He suffers from the same thing that Fran suffers from, which is that he's a debuffing attacker, and they always, similar to Reno, similar to shit, I can't think of any others. These characters whose deals are that they have very potent debuffs, and then like on top of that they can hit. I guess kind of the niche doesn't usually work out because they're afraid to really lean into the damage side, so the damage suffers.
Agrius, she has crazy auras and good support. So.
Well, you know, she's
I wouldn't call her aura crazy.
You know, she's a support. Well, okay, we're not getting into that. Hold on. She's not just a debuffing attacker, Agrius. She also is she's a healing battery support. Like she covers more roles than just like you look at a Reno, you look at a Fran, you look at an Edgar. Their deals are they debuff the enemy and they hit the enemy with their weapon. And those are the two things they do. So Edgar, like, you know, his debuffs enable you to hit harder, decent brave damage. And right now in C90, he's gonna be competitive and do fine. So like, if you like Edgar, this is the time to run your Edgar saga. But his damage isn't going to be like outshining. Like, heck, I suspect that Little Set will probably be competitive with his damage. Without actually, I can't say that I've tested that. I just suspect it.
Hey, thanks to some girl, I've been running some Little Set, and she is great, man.
She's real good. At this point, the only reason I haven't blued mine is this terrible hipster quality where I'm like, but other people are starting to do it now. I don't want to. I should just do the damn thing. She's a good character.
If you have the blue, I don't have any of the blue materials, so I can't fucking do anything. I'm.
Oh, now I have to do it. Okay, yeah. It's okay. Now Raw's not doing it, so I can do it. Okay, so we're all good.
Speaking of which, we'll get into Locke a little bit later. We talked about Locke, or you guys talked about Locke last week, but I greened Locke, so now all of the co-hosts have one of the Millionaires Club, and this is a very exclusive club. No, if you are doing a million with Garnet and Garnet Friend and all sorts of crazy things, you can't get in the club. This is a very exclusive club.
Doesn't count.
All three of us are in it. So we'll talk about that a little later. Edgar came out with Strago. We'll talk about his fight after this. There was a fight for the Intertwined Will. Didn't matter.
Debatable.
Didn't do anything.
Calling the fight is generous.
There was technically a fight, but our favorite grandpa, before that, I'm so excited for Final Fantasy VI, specifically for Strago. I am ecstatic. I love him. I love his kit in DFFOO. He got a C90. Who we all had him already, right? Some girl?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who wants to talk about him? He got some good. His EX ain't nothing to scoff at anymore.
Yeah, sure. So Strago's he's funny to me because they did what I've been calling in my head the C90 thing, which they do for most characters who get C90 at this point. Not all of them though, where all they really do is a couple of small tweaks to the EX that make the character suddenly functional in current content. Because Strago's skills haven't been touched at all. All he got from it, from the EX, was some increased offensive stats on his EX buff. He got a free skill usage, which he can use on his upgraded additional ability, which is I think a pretty good investment since I think it increases his brave cap or something.
Yes.
And then his EX itself became functionally an 8 HP attack split damage move for a dude who has a built-in like. I ran the numbers. He has 12 zillion percent overflow,
That
and
sounds right.
and about 7 zillion percent HP damage up just built into the character without support. So you add the support in there, and he's functionally dealing 8 full HP damage attacks to the entire field, which is nice. Unfortunately, because he tends to hit 2 or more million combined, he is not in the Millionaire Club. Very specific rules.
It's very exclusive. It's very exclusive. There's a lot of prerequisites that, yes, your favorite unit can hit 1 million under these specific parameters, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of talk about the Millionaire Club. Your favorite unit is not invited, so stop bringing it up. Stop asking. Okay?
So Black Cloud brings up a great point with the potencies. He asked about the potencies, which are very important. This is him getting revenge on me, revenge on us for bringing up the Millionaires trio thing.
Oh yeah, the potencies.
Subscribe to Black Nero on YouTube, by the way, if you haven't already. I mean, I'm sure you are. If you're watching this, it'd be pretty. You know what? Let me know in the comments of the VOD or in the chat right now if you're subscribed to us but not to Black Nero, because I'd be fascinated. You're a unique cross section of the community right there.
There may be 0.5 people in here who are not, but if you are that half person,
what? Don't go into the co-op. They're saying it's live.
What's live?
Oh,
the Balthier and Golbez thing.
I do have an important point to add first, though. In case anyone was wondering, the potency is 90%.
How do you know that?
I looked it up because it's completely useless. Nobody will know what that actually means.
Now they know.
Wait, Balthier FR is live. Okay, well, we're talking about Strago. Some girl, do you have anything to say about him? He hits like a fucking nuke. He's old. He's awesome.
His skills still feel pretty bad. Obviously, because the power is all in EX.
But he does them twice, though. How bad can they be, right?
They're single dump done twice.
That's 2 dumps.
And he has, I guess, the same problem we've been talking about for weeks now, and probably will continue to talk about for a while. Of why would you use Nell the only damage dealer, unless you just want to?
For fun.
The internet points. You get the internet points.
For fun.
He's just worse than he. I mean, sure, you could just put like Garnet there and do a lot more damage, right?
Yeah, or you could put any BT damage dealer and do more. So, well, I had him. I loved him in his C80 and C90. He does more damage, and that's great. Love it.
Yeah, no, he's good. It's just
we don't really.
I just don't see myself ever using him because I don't really.
At this point, it comes down strictly to attachment to the character. If you like Strago from 6 for whatever reason, or like you have I don't know, if you have you want to build an old man team, whatever, then there's a reason to. Otherwise, objectively speaking, a BT unit's going to get the job done better.
How do I turn the brightness on my computer down? Never mind, I figured it out. I'm sorry. Okay, so before we get into the Intertwined Will, we have a special announcement. Balthier, who's my favorite character, one of my favorite characters, Final Fantasy XII guy, is getting an FR, and Golbez, one of Blart's favorite characters, is getting probably not a great C90. So we're going to check that out real quick, if that's okay with you guys. Is that okay with you guys?
Heck yeah.
They said it's live.
Yeah, I did need the link.
I actually have not spoiled the FR partner for Balthier, so this is going to be a live... Do you guys know? Don't say it if you do.
I do know. I mean, I just put the link in.
Where'd you put it at so I can find it? Because I'm on Twitter searching and I can't find it.
I can't wait to see a showcase in FR time so that all the caps aren't there and stuff, and it's impossible to see what's actually happening.
Okay, so I've got it.
All right.
I'm very
Well,
nervous.
the thumbnail will probably tell you.
Oh,
who it is,
damn it! I kind of like that, though. I actually really like that. Oh, shit. The more I think about it...
It's not on the screen.
Just show it. Just show it.
Hold on. Everybody, I hit myself with a fucking axe in the leg. Can I have a fucking second? I mean, you guys, I don't mean to put all of our dirty laundry out here. I told the guys, I said, look, some girl, Bart, I have injured myself. I have severely injured myself with an axe.
Correct.
I'm going to be okay. Bart, 5 seconds later, says, hey, Raul, could you do this busy work? He gave me a spreadsheet to do. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the show. I know it doesn't seem like it is. There's a lot of hard work. And Bl'Art comes in 5 seconds after I've told him that I've severely injured myself, and he says, "Hey, could you do this? Could you do this thing?" So
I'm sorry, man. I thought you could handle it.
let's just watch the thing, okay?
All I was trying to say is show the people what you're talking about before you give your reaction to it.
Okay, I'm gonna show it, everyone. This is it's not working, so I'll just describe it. I'll just describe it. So there's a lot of Japanese letters.
Don't you dare.
All right.
Not our first rodeo, my ass.
It's not our. Oh, here it is. Look at that. I did it. Well, no, I didn't. There it is. Okay, beautiful. All right. So real quick, let's see how this. Let me turn the volume down on our game so that we can talk about this. This FR. Oh, fuck it. All right, check us out. Tiamat's.
Scary.
It's Sid! Not his dad, Sid. Oh, shit, he rides up.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
He rides up on, let's see what Golbez does.
All right. That was, I like that animation. That was good stuff.
Cool. That was cool.
That's all we need to know.
Damn.
It looks cool.
The leading man. Of course he's going to get a cool animation.
My God, it looks like they've upgraded his EX possibly or something in his C90.
He already had C90.
Oh, he did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we've never probably watched. We've probably never seen his. I've not personally watched any Balthier videos of his C90, so this is the first time I'm seeing it.
Knowing the way Balthier works and how they treat him, it probably just is he does more damage.
He's got a gold buff. I guess everybody gets gold buffs now in the future, right? Is that a thing?
That's just a visual thing.
Oh, okay. It's not a truly gold buff?
No.
Oh, it's not framed. I see. Not gold.
Okay.
There you go. Was that 6 dumps?
That looked like 6 to me. That's
There
what I was
you
hoping for.
go, Golbez.
There we go.
Build around him. He'll be fine. He'll be
all right. All right. I'll be able to have some fun with that.
Yeah,
7 months from now, when he's already crept.
Yeah, he'll be just fine. Don't you worry about it, Bart. So,
Stray Void immediately destroying me in the chat.
It's not technically incorrect. But hey, let's talk about Balthier and Sid. That's cool because his dad, right?
He's got a dad named Sid.
Yeah.
They both love airships. I liked the the anchor thing combined into the missiles, and that was a cool animation. I'm very much interested in that.
We say this every week, or I say this every week, but FR pairings are very cool. They're much cooler now that I've given it a chance. Yeah, I admit I wanted everybody to be not from the same game, but like very closely related in some way. And Gabranth and Gal changed my whole outlook on it, and that's a cool little combo. They airships, they're kind of gruff. Balthier's a little bit. He's English, so he can't be that gruff. But they're kind of that's a good one. Some girl, do you like it?
Like, pretty neat. I'm not a big FF7 Sid fan, but it works.
What about FF12 Balthier or FF12?
I do like Balthier.
I love Balthier. So, Bart, are you happy? Sad? You're all right, right?
I was okay. Someone just pointed out to me in one of my discords that it looks like they might not have reworked his skills because I didn't show them. Oh, thank God!
They never show them for the.
All right, good. I was nervous. All right, good.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay, I mean, Golbez has never been a super flashy character, so since they're probably not going to touch the BT effect, I'll have some fun with them. If you're listening to this, you probably shouldn't pull for Golbez when he gets a C90. I'm assuming, but I'll have fun with him.
We don't know. Maybe he'll be great. We'll see. Well, that's the JP corner for the day. We were talking about Strago, Edward.
Yeah, I keep making that mistake too.
Edgar. We were talking about Edgar and Strago. Edgar did get an intertwined will. There was a fight. Technically, some girl. Did you do the fight? Did it really count as a fight?
I did indeed clear the fight. It was a
Sensational,
challenging, harrowing experience, but we did make it through in the end. How much do you want me to say about the fight?
Who was it? Who did we fight? How hard was it?
Some machine dudes.
We've seen them before. It's I think they're called Guardians. They're the robots that cycle through the different modes that are references to other bosses we fought, like Krakens and
Malboro.
I want to say these guys debuted during the critically acclaimed Type Zero story chapter. I think, but
maybe this chapter was also critically acclaimed. There was some like Lloyd and Shelky. Is that who it was?
That's the correct way to pronounce both of those names. Yes.
I did them good.
Do you want to actually know the story premise, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, all right. Some girl. Before we get into the fight, Blart, you tell us about the fight. Some girl. What happened? Lloyd was looking for somebody. He flew around. Shelky pulled out her lightsabers. Tell me about
it. So the premise was, of course, the newest characters to join the group, which is Lyud and Shelk. They wanted to sort of figure out what Edgar's deal was, and Edgar wanted to sort of find out, what do these people do? What are they capable of? Like, how can they contribute to our group? How can I lead our group better with these two people in our group? So they sort of fought together and got to know each other better, and it was nice. I think it was one of the more sort of nuanced takes that I've seen on Edgar's character. I was kind of a fan.
I might have to go back and play it then, because obviously I skipped it. I like to skip all the story chapters, but Intertwined Wills, for some godforsaken reason, have entered story chapters, injected story into the fights.
Into
the trash waves. Well, I'm trying to clear trash waves, just get the shit done, and all of a sudden the characters start talking to each other. They're not even in my party, and they're chirping. So I might go back and find out what happened, but I did hear good things about it. I heard that it was the behind the Lost Hunters, the Hunters of the, is that what it was called? With Noel and Noctis, Hunters of the Lost Ark. Is that
Raiders of the?
What the hell are you talking about?
This chapter had nothing to do with.
I know, but it was like the second most favorite from what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Let me finish.
What?
It was like the second.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Right.
Are you basically Defoe's at it? What you're saying is Defoe's story is at its best when it's about the interactions of the different characters from the different games in different contexts, and not just like the character showing up and either replaying a story from their game that already was told, or just being like, "Oh, I am sad, and then I fight a guy, and then I'm happy," or something.
Well, all I meant was that it was the second most liked behind that, from what I've heard. But that was so much better and more eloquent. I'm gonna go with that. Yes, that's exactly what I meant, Blart.
There we go. God, we make it great.
We do. We're on a wavelength. That's that dad energy. So the story was good. What happened in the fight though? Guardians, they did nothing.
This is one of several fights that we've seen where I feel like they had one or two interesting ideas design-wise, but it was really just completely, the legs were cut out from under it because the bosses didn't actually present a threat outside of those ideas. And so we had a couple of orbs. We have an orb with a couple of conditions. We have a defense ignore condition, which is not super hard to upkeep these days between Locke, Beatrix, Zack, Shadow. Yeah, and then we have
something about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just talking to someone about this the other day, and I realized we've gotten a ton of characters who ignore defense recently. Like, shockingly many have it on at least one of their buttons. Because, like, Lightning has it now, Noel has it, Jagron has it on his LD, you have Strago, you've got Edgar. Like, I remember we had on the list, there was like 10 or 12 people who've come out in the last couple months who have defense ignore. It's actually kind of crazy.
It's kind of funny because I feel like they made defense a relevant stat again they had made it a relevant stat again, and now they're kind of just irrelevantizing it again.
Yeah.
which is so it goes. That's kind of the way nature of the game. I'm sure we'll have the equivalent of we'll have the equivalent of the Uniboss fight where they apply the debuffs through debuff ignore. We'll have like defense that ignores defense ignore, something stupid. Can't wait. That'll be great. But the other thing, the orb also had like a very silly condition where it would go up if the boss had all 3 weapon types imperiled on it, which means either Edgar or a lot of calls /party, a lot of calls. Although I think Hope is the only LD you actually needed to pull off a non-Edgar version of that. But the thing is, I'm talking all about this as if it matters, because the orb itself, when it goes off, what it does is it tickles you and deletes your turn. And so, which is like, I mean, I feel like what they're doing here is they're still trying to figure out what can work design-wise for a non-lethal orb. And so they were like, okay, turn deletion. That's a pretty brutal thing to happen to you, to have your turn deleted, right? So we'll have the orb delete your turn. Is that sufficiently punishing in a non-lethal environment? Well, to play it safe, they must have figured we'll make the orb attack do like 2 damage, and the bosses will have no built. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. They have a built-in HP attack, but it's not a very threatening one. So the bosses basically don't really do anything. I feel like they feel like Cosmos era bosses as far as their attacks and like patterns and what they're actually doing to you. And so the only way I was able to die in this fight was I got really cocky and brought a team with 0 defensive capabilities, and they deleted my turn, and then they had a bunch of turns stacked up, built Brave up, and killed a dude. And that was honestly, I think my greatest achievement in that fight was getting someone killed. So I was very proud of myself after that happened.
Who died?
God, I want to say it was Strago. I want to say it was a team of Lude, Strago, and Queen, I think. And then like they double tapped him, so went through the last stand, and that was the end of that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, no, very, very tragic. Just got a C90, immediately killed.
Tough to even call it a fight, but that's the era we're in. I don't remember who I brought. It was all Final Fantasy IX characters, but Vivi was gone the whole fight. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, they try to do something a little interesting, like, hey, what if this orb doesn't kill you, but it deletes your turns? Which, to be fair, in another environment, that may have been very cool and interesting, and maybe if the fight
dangerous,
if the fight was dangerous elsewhere in any way whatsoever, that orb could have been interesting. That's how I see it. But unfortunately, just god awful. It just wasn't dangerous anywhere else, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, and so there's some discussion in the TCC server where they were talking about like challenge runs on this fight, and someone's like, well, what if you treated the orb as lethal, right? Like, what if you pretended this really was a lethal orb? Would that make the fight like hard? The answer is no. It absolutely isn't. Because you can just bring 3 calls, imperil all the element types, and just never give them a turn because they don't do a single thing. Yeah. The only thing they had actually is if you took 5 instant turn rate actions in a row, they would apply a Brave Freeze effect to the field.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, they did what? I
forgot about that.
They froze your Brave?
If you take 5 instant turns with the same character in a row.
I was able that was another thing I forgot about that. I was using I had Orin in the party, and I started the fight with like LD and then spamming his AA, and then it happened. I was like, oh yeah, they actually have a mechanic designed to stop you from doing a thing, but it just very rarely. You'd have to be very consciously or very.
I actually did trigger it once on accident in a run because I was trying to do a run with Zidane where I was deleting their turns after applying the calls. And I was using like AAs and mugs and stuff to chain together like extra turns for more deletes. And I totally triggered that. I was like, shit, I can't win this fight anymore.
It's really funny that because it comes up under very specific circumstances, but it's not like, oh, it's to stop you from no turning. Because like,
you can still no turn like
any no turn character. Like, I think I brought Vayne there, and it's like, okay, so now I can't LD skill 2, skill 2, skill 2, skill 2, or anything like that. Like so I have to pace myself just a little bit, and it was nothing.
But yeah, no. So with that Zidane run, I ended up trying to find the most like challenging set of rules that I could, and it was still really easy. I ran no BT, no C90, no friend unit, no summon phase, and beat it with like 20 turns to spare with Zidane, Lena, and Ursula.
So I will say I think that how easy fights are right now has been talked to death. So I think we've talked about the specific components of this fight and how irrelevant they were. So I think we're at the risk of railroading is I think we're good moving on to the next thing unless
Yeah.
anyone has anything deeply in their heart they want to say about Strago, Edgar, or this lost chapter.
Intertwined will, first off.
You got me.
And second off, last thing I want to say about this fight is clearly they knew Zidane is too powerful. See a lot of talk in chat. They knew Zidane was too powerful 5 months after his release, and they said that is who we need to lock out of this if possible. And they still couldn't do it because he's that good. So I hope you guys pulled for Zidane.
I also want to issue a correction to Raw Life. It's not intertwined wills; it's intersecting wills.
Oh fuck! We just got double gotted. Anyway, so that was it. It was fun. Gone. We're moving on to who I just saw Trevoid use in this most recent co-op we had on the screen. Papalimo came out with an LD, and Papalimo is doing big boy damage.
Yes.
Some girl, did you pull for it?
No.
Okay, moving on. Blart, did you?
I didn't, but I also have it on good authority that some girl knows more about Papalino than I do. All I know about him is if you invest in him, he hit hard. Also, he's short.
He's
very small.
He big short. He big small. Some girl, tell us about Papalino. What does he do?
Sure. So his big thing now is, I mean, he's always kind of had this chaining turns together mechanic, and now he does a whole lot more of that, and the turns that he chains together do a whole lot more damage. So his new mechanic is he has the stacking buff, where the stack goes up to 10, and it goes up every single time anybody takes an action. That could be allies, enemies, himself. He gets 1 to his stacks of Enochian. And then when his stacks get to 10, it converts into 1 stack of his overhead, which lets him use one of his upgraded Brave or HP attacks. Usually that's going to be Xenoglossin, the upgraded Brave attack, because that does 4 dumps. And hits real hard, instant turn, all that fun stuff.
Just finish. I will comment on what just happened after you get us through this.
So he can chain together a whole bunch of turns. He still has his like fire and ice stance mechanic. It doesn't really, the stances aren't really that impactful anymore. They're like minor stat differences with like the buffs. That doesn't really matter too much. But he's got, big hits, big refunds. He can take a lot of turns. His LD gives him a stack of his overhead as well. I think his EX also gives him a stack of the overhead as well. Basically, you can press a lot of buttons that give you your overhead. And the overhead lets you use 1 stack of that to do a big attack. And everything is like instant turns.
But he does big boy damage, right? Because I'm about to fucking pull on him right now because Trevoid, shout out Trevoid, God almighty. I said that if we got 10 subs right now, I would do all my tickets on Papalimo, and I fucking have 938. So Trevoid said, fuck it, let's see it. Apparently big time Papalimo fan. And so now we're pulling for Papalimo right now until I get him or I run out of tickets, and I have 938 tickets, so let's see what happens. But it sounds like he does a lot of damage. I heard what you said, but it seems very confusing. I could possibly need a flowchart.
All right. I get you a flowchart.
Could you do me a flowchart like you did the lock flowchart?
I might need a little time, unfortunately,
okay.
but
okay. Well,
I give you a verbal flowchart.
Next week, I want a Papalima flowchart. Shout out Trevoid.
All right, that's my homework.
We appreciate you. Hopefully, I'll know how to use Papalimo by next stream, and hopefully, I get him in 938 tickets. Because if not, I will genuinely quit the game. Bl'Art,
verbal flowchart.
Bl'Art,
if you have Xenoglossin, press Xenoglossin. That's the flowchart.
Yeah.
It's the name of the word Xenoglossin is so sick. Oh!
Well. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Damn. I'm
Wow.
sorry, Treevoid. I feel like you. I feel like you got cheated there, and you did not deserve that.
Players get the weapons. The players
Damn
get
it.
good players.
Can we get some of that terrible, terrible raw life emote in the chat, please?
Oh, this is dumb.
This was not deserved. I mean, I'm happy for you. But damn.
Couldn't have happened to a worse player.
So,
Hi, Raleigh.
I'm back. The players. Okay, I'm sorry. I may be peeking my mic. If I am, I apologize. I'm moving from my mouth. The players, the good players, get the weapons. I have horrible news though that I just realized as I was rubbing everyone's face.
You don't
with
have his
this.
EX?
I don't think I have his EX.
Oh my god,
check.
yes, Justice.
Fuck.
Well, you should
hold on.
check before you keep pulling.
I am. Oh no. This
You can just
could
check
be.
the token shop.
Wait, was that 10? Was that my first ticket pool?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That was 10 tickets. Tree Void. Shout out you. Thank you so much. However, if I have his EX, I'm not going to keep pulling. If I don't, I am, because I have nothing I want to pull for the next 5 months, and I don't want to use. Wait, what game is he from? 14, right? Yeah, there we go. And he uses a stave. A stave?
The staff, yeah.
Staff.
I have it. We're done. We're done
Dang.
here. We're done here. Crank up the bus. Crank up the bus. And now I have Papalimo. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
That feels really good.
You should use him. That should be your challenge. Is you have to figure out how to use him.
On stream.
stream.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that. I'll build
get
him.
a white.
Yeah.
You can figure out
Yeah.
how to play Papalima.
Okay, I won't have his summon board, so he won't be great, but we'll do what we can. We're gonna use Papalimo live because Tree Void deserves it, and maybe there is a possibility I could wipe using characters I don't know. So no matter how weak the fight
That's
is,
what people are here for.
yeah, no matter how weak the fight is, I could do it. Papalimo, Blart, did you have anything else to say, or do we want to move on to the Dark Knight Cecil debuff that we just got?
Yeah, sure. Just a quick note is that the general trend I've seen, or opinion I've seen of him, and I think I agree with this without having actually used him, is he's a very fun damage dealer to use. We were talking with Struggle. We were talking about, like, why would you bother using an LD damage dealer over a BT? And the fundamental reason beyond character attachment is because their kit presents something unique and fun and interesting. Like with Strago, you can make the argument of, I want to build an EX charging team to like use that super duper juicy EX. And, okay, that's your reason. Papalimo has a pretty unique kind of not balancing act necessarily, but like you have to kind of track his buffs, and you can line up some bursty consecutive turns, and he looks like a lot of fun with a lot of kind of choices you can make along the way, and just have a good time with him. So that's kind of the reason in favor of Papalimo if you're interested. At the same time, if you're not interested in the playstyle he's offering, it's not like he's bringing anything new to the table. It's just a different way to do stuff we already do, which can be good if you're looking for variety.
I should be taking notes on everything that everyone's saying about Papalimo because I'm about to use him, but I didn't. So we're gonna shoot from the hip. We'll figure it out.
Heck yeah!
Can't be that confusing, can he?
I'm sure.
No, I don't think he's that confusing.
Speaking of shooting things from the hip into the sky, Dark Knight Cecil also got his C90 and finally got his LD boards, but I believe that he's the last one, wasn't he? He was the last holdout.
He is indeed. After Fury, and he was the last one.
What a segue. What a segue. And so Dark Knight Cecil is the last LD board character.
He is indeed.
Okay, because technically in GL, Vincent is the last. That is true.
Oh, yeah. Diesel got himself a little rework too, which I think is
a very nice rework, actually.
Yeah, no, compared to like a Strago, definitely a solid rework. His darkness hits harder. I like what they did. I was looking and I was like, okay, well, we have Kais now, we have Reigns. Like, how are they going to make an interesting launcher out of Diesel that makes him more like a. What are they going to do to make him more interesting? What they did was they made it so the launch he does with Valiant Blow, his allies get Brave and HP damage up in that launch, which I thought was a pretty nifty way to do it. So it still feels like it differentiates himself because it still feels like he feels like the kind of the selfish launcher in a way, which is kind of neat. And of course, his EX is just like bumpers hitting harder now.
Another actually very nice change that he got that I think might have kind of gone over people's heads is that it used to be that the conditional for the plus version of his skills was he had to have below 50% health. But they changed that, so now he only needs to just not have full health, which is so much nicer.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think there's an argument to be made that it's kind of dumbing down the character a bit because, you know, it means that there's a lot more wiggle room to play him. But that also, in this day and age, with the complexity of kits and the power that we're working with, I think handicapping him with such a strict requirement, no, like, yes, there is kind of a dumbing down going on, but I think it's not unwarranted given what everyone else is running around with, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's also just that, like, it's so many characters have so much more, like, regens and healings and shit in their kit that it really restricted his team building, like you wouldn't want to run him with Locke or something, right? Because Locke would heal him up to 50%, then he wouldn't be good.
Don't want to run with Zidane BT.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he looks solid. And of course, the thing everyone kind of zeroed in on at the beginning was that, he's now a great LD call. It's interesting because with time travel Lilith, for me, he's lost a bit of the appeal just because, you know, Lilith, it's cool. But it's still, I mean, hey, 20% HP damage up.
And the delay is nice too.
Yeah, and along with a pocket delay, a pocket launch as the base, which is, you know, something. It can come up, I think. And it also imperils Dark. So I think on the
Golbez fans.
So like Golbez and Vivi, I guess that's Sunday maybe. Good for you guys.
Well, Sunday's got a frame Dark Imperil.
Yeah. But what if one day they make it and never? I'm not even entertain that. I'm stopping. You got me there.
To break in for a second, we for Tree Void, I am going to build Papa, but unfortunately, I do not have the ingots. Yes, I am one of the losers who is constantly short on red ingots right now because I've made huge mistakes. But because of that, I'm going to EX I'm going to MLB some EXs for books. I guess I just really need.
Why don't you MLB the EXs of the people whose EXs you don't have built yet? Like there's like an Arden and a couple characters you had.
I'm not building Arden. Arden, Desh.
Because
the
realize
next time,
those instead.
Well, because I don't have their LD. So the next time I build Desh or Arden, I will be pulling on the banner. Hopefully not. Sounds horrible, but I will be pulling on their banner. So I'll probably get one of their, or possibly could get one of their EXs on that banner. Does that make sense?
This right here. This is some intense and compelling inventory management content for DFFOO.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'll just do it just because I honestly trust. I trust some girl implicitly.
That's foolish, but
But my thinking was, you know, if I'm gonna build them eventually, hopefully not God, but if I do, it would be in a time when I'm pulling on them, and maybe the X will come. But you know what? We really just want to get Papa built so we can do this fight because Papa came with. And Dark Knight Cecil. Anybody want to say anything else about Dark Knight Cecil? Good call. Everything looks
he's
great.
Good. Just as with most returning C90s, you know, he's good. If you want to use him, you can definitely use him, but he's not going to be as good as the new units.
Right.
I'm just curious to know if when Cloud finally gets his C90 BT Plus, are people going to resurrect the Cloud Dark Knight Cecil Kais team that tore through most of 2021?
You could probably run that on this fight and be just fine.
Hey, that was Squex. That was Squex Airlines. That was the original. I don't know if people remember this. Squex Airlines got very popular. Cloud, Kais, Dark Knight, Cecil. That was the original OG Squex Airlines. So a little.
First off, shout outs to VL on YouTube who coined that phrase, popularized the team, and also I want to say this is roughly around the time that team actually showed up and became viable. So happy anniversary to Squex Airlines. It's time to bust them out again, I guess.
They're back, baby.
Yeah.
They're back.
It's happening.
All right, let's build Papalimo and go into this fight. We got a raid. If you're in the chat, you're missing some crystals to C90 some characters. I've seen that going around. People wondering where they are. I was one of them. They are in the individual raid rewards. So you got to do the co-op a bunch of times. I think 4 million may be the number.
4 million points.
So 4 million points, and you will get your crystals. If you're out there wondering how am I supposed to C90 Cecil.
And to be fair, 4 million sounds like a lot based on how much we used to get from raids, but with the chaos, that's like 9 runs.
Yeah. So it's not really a big deal. But there is a Lufania Plus, and it does count as a Lufania Plus. No matter what we say, it says right there on the screen.
Oh my god!
It says on the screen. It says Lufania Plus. I have not run it yet, as is tradition. We like to go in blind and do our best to absolutely fuck it up. But my loyal co-hosts, I'm sure you guys have done it. Blart, you want to start? Some girl, you want to start. Did you somehow beat this fight? How'd you do it?
I have beaten this fight twice, actually.
Unreal.
It's honestly hard to believe.
I know. Very challenging, restrictive orb. But no, so when the fight last night, this fight came out last night, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if I could run the same team I ran on the last fight with no changes. The answer was yes. So I first beat it with Zidane, Lena, and Ursula again.
OP! Zidane OP! Sorry, keep going.
And then I decided to run it with some of my favorite units. And I was like, well, I pulled Alize and never used her, so let's see how she plays. And I ran Alize, Vanille, and Lilzette. And no friend unit. I didn't use any calls, and I didn't use the summon phase, and I destroyed it.
The fight tech. I was looking at what it can do, and I'm like, surely this fight is capable of doing things. And I'm not actually convinced the fight does anything.
It doesn't. We'll talk about it more when Raw gets to the fight, but
like, you know how I was saying with the Edgar fight, it felt like they had a couple interesting ideas they were playing around with, and they were hamstrung by either balancing decisions or just a lack of boss threat that for whatever reason. With this, I can't even say that. I feel like the ideas that were present aren't even good and interesting.
What ideas are we talking about? I didn't see any.
I'm struggling to name them. I will say this. I think having the orb interact with the recast is something that we haven't seen a whole lot, like in the way it fashions it does here. We haven't really seen a whole lot of, but I don't really know if regardless, the execution fell flat. Indisputably, it's just.
I'm trying to glean. I'm trying to glean any kind of advice I can from what you guys are talking about, because I've failed on stream before. Some fights you thought I could never fail. This, from what I've heard, failing this fight on stream would be, bar none, the most embarrassing failure. So I'm trying to glean. I'm trying to glean just any kind of hint I can get. If he moves, will it kill me?
Well,
I mean, I can give you the answer to that is very simple, and I feel like it's kind of going to be like spoilers. No,
I don't think I want to answer that question.
Yeah, no, I don't think I want to answer that question. It just
I ran a team that gave it tons of turns, and I did not take any HP damage.
Wait! I forgot. Your team was the same from last. It was Zidane.
Well, that was one run, but I ran Alize, Vanille, and Lilzette. Gave it tons of turns. I did not take a single point of HP damage the entire time.
I mean, you can read the boss description. I can tell you because I know how much you love to read the boss descriptions. There's
They have descriptions of the boss in the game.
They do. It does require you to read with your eyes using your brain.
I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. Not interested.
Okay, then you know what? Don't worry about it. Just how about this?
Does the boss tips still crash the game? Did they ever fix that? Remember they had the tips thing? Oh, it doesn't crash the game anymore. Nice.
What happened?
There's a summary of all the boss mechanics.
Oh, really?
That
yeah.
That's some good reading for a nice long train ride, right?
Yeah.
This is such a long description.
So, shout out Treeboy for making me pull Papalimo. I'm an impossibly good player, so I got him on the first 10-ticket pool.
Pure skill.
I was a little worried that he wouldn't have any summon boards, but at some point, past Raw Life thought in his head and said, you know what? One day, your best friend in the world, Treevoid, is going to really want you to pull Papalymo, and you're not going to have time to do his summon boards. So, breaking news, summon boards are done, baby. Just did his levels, just did his crystal levels and his levels and his LD boards. Guy's ready. I mean, I have a perfect Papalymo. Well, he doesn't have artifacts, but I have a perfect Papalymo ready to go. Enough talk. Let's fucking...
You have an Ultima staff, don't you?
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck!
man.
I'm gonna give him an Ultima staff!
Oh, my
you shouldn't have
goodness.
said that, some girl. I would have literally went in there with his EX equipped.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Stream value.
Yeah, also,
Yeah.
and also, Treevoid, he deserves to see his little Papalymo, Shantoto's sister, right?
They are not
So,
from the same video game.
She is.
But they're like married or something, right?
Wait, Shantoto is from 14. Yeah.
They're
Is that
sure.
right?
No.
Shantoto, Final Fantasy 14. Cool. And then Papalymo. They may be married. Either way, they're related in some way. And I'm gonna put an Ultima stat. Wait, I gotta go fucking take it off of Garnet, don't I?
No. I don't think you have to.
No, you can't just.
You don't have to.
Oh,
Just
there
go
you
in
go.
there and find it.
Look at that.
I appreciate how some girl you were like, you know what, fine, I'll play along with this stupid, Final Fantasy 14 joke, and no, you know what, no, I'm not going to.
It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke. If you can prove to me that Shantoto is not in Final Fantasy 14, I'll eat the hat that I'm wearing. Shantoto and Papalymo are clearly related.
Wait, did you get his high armor?
Oh fuck, I didn't. Some girl,
was-
you keep helping me. You keep helping me, and like, you're messing up. Well, I guess it doesn't really
What?
matter because this fight.
No, I want to see a proper Papalymo showcase.
A properly most showcase.
I don't have this
Oh.
character.
Papalymo. You see that? He's good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I like
Blart's
the-
good. He's real good.
Hey.
I'd like to
Um,
experience characters vicariously through other people, so I don't have to pull anything myself.
Right, and
And that's how I've accumulated so many more gems than you.
Oof.
excuse me.
Got-
Right now on
Got
air.
him.
You want to go? You want to do this? Are we doing this? It's been building up for a while. Some girl. If you want to do this, we'll do it. Who else do I bring in the team?
You
That's-
tell me.
It's honestly impossible to say.
Well,
They're two-
Papalymo is made for the fight, so I think you could bring pretty much anybody with him, right? So let's just let everybody else decide. Put a poll up. Put a poll up with every. How about this?
I'm
How about
hoping
this?
every
I'll
character
lose.
makes-
Yes, no, I'll lose. I will. This fight's supposed to be so easy. If I lose, then I deserve to lose. I'm trash. Put up a poll with all the Final Fantasies. The top 2 Final Fantasy
All right,
choices
I got
that are picked by our loving crew who loves me and wants to see me
I-
do well. Remember
Hey,
that.
I've got a team. I've got a team for you, Raw Life.
What?
You should honor your co-hosts and bring Golbez and Lilzette.
Ooh.
What the fuck? No, we gotta let the people decide. Should we do Golbez and Lilith or should we do all the Final Fantasies and whichever 2 get picked? I have to pick one person from that.
You have to like a 128 person bracket, and like there's
No,
like
just one
seating and
just
buys
the name,
and like
just the names of the Final Fantasies, and then you'd have to try hard to lose this. Okay, you don't know. I could still lose it.
pretty sure you can only put like 5 options on a Twitch poll or something. Like there's a limit, pretty low.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring the famous live stream hosts' favorite characters then.
Okay.
Okay, bring Shintana since they're related.
Wait, what?
So it said you should bring Shintado since they're related.
Shantoto is and Papalymo are sisters. That's canon.
It's true. It is true.
Let's just get into it here. Lunar Tyrant, right? Lufania Plus,
Unfortunately, that's no good.
Papalymo solo.
Apparently, well, yeah, you might have to because wow, that is an incredibly
happening?
lopsided.
What's happening?
Yeah, I basically the entirety of the viewership does not want to see Golbez and Lilith on this
Okay,
team. Wow.
all right. Here's the thing. Okay, so that's fine. We trust the people. We're here for your entertainment. All right. Well, this is fucking show business, baby. Speaking of show business, I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Jesus.
But
Okay,
while
fine.
I'm gone,
because we left the voting with channel points option turned on.
Oh shit! I forgot about
thought it
that.
was-
That explains it. Okay, damn it.
Yeah, it looked like it was just like everyone saying no. Well, when I get back in 2 minutes, we will decide: are we going to bring Golbez and Lilith? And if they vote no, we're gonna have to come up with another way to build this team in some way that I could possibly lose, like voting on something. Just we're gonna find a way that it's gonna hamstring me in some way.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, guys, I goofed that one up and let you use the points, but so you continue voting until it closes out, and Raw's gonna go take a pee, and we'll figure out if Golbez and Lilith are the characters here. I will say it'll be very gratifying to see Golbez here because I know I accidentally tricked Raw into bluing Golbez by having fun with him in front of him.
I know.
And I don't think he's never lived it down. So it'll be a chance for him to finally use him.
And since he's attempt to green him. Oh, we should have him use all like the greens that he like regrets.
Oh God. Actually, that is very good. Caius. We have not seen Caius on stream since we forced him to green Caius.
Ooh.
Chad, I know we just had this poll here, but give us some verbal feedback. Do you want to see Caius on this run? Raw's infamous, beloved, never regretted once green Caius?
He never shuts the hell up about how mad he is that you guys made him green Caius.
Okay, so we're seeing some love for Caius. So who should we have as number 3? Oh, well, I know we
have to have Papalymo.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Papalymo. So
Bahamut versus Bahamut too. It's topical.
Ooh, yeah, that's fitting. Good stuff. I like that. That's some flavor right there. So guys, all right, so number 3. Who's slot number 3?
Yeah, they sound like really shitty because those are two pretty good characters.
I have one thought. I have one idea that I think is a very good one.
Ooh, what's your idea?
I
also have an idea, but I want to hear yours first.
Okay, so I'm giving chat like 5 seconds to drop their third slot suggestions in there before I say mine. So like 1, 2, 3,
shut up.
4, 5. Okay, so we have some good actual. Oh, Tree Void, God bless. I was going to suggest Porum, of course, or Palom, of course. Yeah. Nope.
I was going to say that you should bring to honor everyone's favorite former co-host. You should bring Deuce.
Ooh, Deuce.
Okay.
You got a magic attacker.
Chat is wild with Bahamut and Caius. I am not fucking bringing Caius.
Oh, come on.
You guys are gonna try to make me bring Caius? Is that what's happening?
Oh, come on. You've like never used Caius since you.
You guys made me green him, and now you want me to have to fuse him in a fight. Okay, if the people want. Okay, all right. Okay. First off, really says a lot about you guys as co-hosts and viewers, friends of the show, to want to force me to bring Caius, who is my greatest regret in the world. Very, 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 very hurtful to me.
Can I interject something, Raw Life?
What? Please.
It was my idea.
Wow. So, who's surprised?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Faustus83 just like did a coup there. That is incredible. Can we please see a team of Papalymo, Caius, and Zell? I need to see this.
I don't think that. All right.
There's no support.
I need it. I need it in my. I feel it in the bones.
Who came up with that? Faustus? Faustus, you. God Almighty.
See, Ra, you only regret greeting Caius because you haven't used him. You could fix that problem.
I used him
by using him.
The Equinox with the needle snakes, and he actually, I haven't mentioned it here because I was off last week. He did phenomenally well.
Then why are you?
That was because that fight was specifically like 4 debuffs or less or some shit. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't know what the fucking big deal was with the orb and with the debuffs because he was so good. Instantly breaking everybody and all of his everything that he does worked perfectly in that fight. So that fight was the easiest by far. I did all no Garnet except for I did use Garnet on the final one, but I did all no Garnet friends, and Caius made that. Everyone was talking about how hard that fight was, and I kept it to myself. But I was like, "Fuck, Caius fucking destroyed that fight." I didn't.
Bring Caius. I want to see the Caius break bonus alongside Zell. I think that'll be amazing.
So we're doing Caius, Papalymo, and Zell. Is that really what's about to happen?
God bless.
I don't want.
I want to see it.
I'm gonna lose. I don't want to lose.
The people have spoken.
That
By the people, I'm mostly me.
Everyone's gonna be hitting for low Brave.
Remember, Raw, that's not your first rodeo.
Nor Blackheart 0807. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate you. We are here every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, you can bring us support instead of Zell.
Thank you. Ganging up on me, apparently, for no reason.
Stack debuffs on it, coward.
All right, so let's get in this fight. Real quick, 1 minute poll. List a bunch of supports, and I'll take whichever one wins. We got Queen with an Ultima weapon. Come on, guys, you love me. Vote for Queen. We got Eco. Ooh, I don't want to use Eco. We got Lloyd.
Oh, use Vanille.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. Is that a deal? Is everybody happy with that? That's a little set. That's Vanille. Boom. This is the team. Seen a lot of different arguments for the third, but from what I hear, it doesn't really matter what you do, right?
I'm sad that we're not going to see Zell interacting with those break bonus ups, but this is.
I'm trying to figure out something. Why does Papalymo's?
You're definitely missing some passives.
Why does he have? Why does he have 100 extra CP?
You're missing some passives.
Well, his summon boards.
On his passives.
Maybe you don't have his 35.
Did you equip his LD board? His character boards, LD boards.
Character boards, yeah.
Oh, his 15 and his 35 aren't maxed.
Wait, really?
Lord.
Are you kidding me?
No, I haven't ever used him. I didn't even know.
You don't even have them?
I don't think I do. I'm going to have to power token them right now while we decide who the score's going to be. This is true live entertainment. I didn't plan to use him. I've never used him. Let's make sure that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. I mean, that's the only thing that would do like 60. Let's see, Papalymo. No, that's his. No, he does.
I will say, in all honesty,
he has them.
Those are max.
I am kind of glad that it's taking us this long to get to the fight because, given the nature of the fight, I suspect the fight itself won't take that long. So,
oh yeah, I mean, part of it also is that do you have? I assume you have all this Bloom stuff done.
No.
Ultimate weapons do give you a shit ton of extra CP.
I do need to do his Bloom because I didn't have him until today, so I'm sure I don't have his Bloom done. I did buy all the Blooms though, so it should be real quick to just find his Bloom and do it. You think Ultimate Weapon gives you 100 extra CP?
It does, yes.
Okay.
This is necessary.
Okay. People in chat are saying it's artifacts, but even with 315 CP artifacts, you're looking at 45 CP, and he's got like 100 extra CP. So I'm just worried we're gonna get in the fight and he's not gonna work right, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Raw, you fucked up." When really, it wasn't my fault. I'm a victim.
I mean, we can check the passive, see if something's missing.
Why autoed? Autoing should.
I've never pressed the auto button in my life. I don't know what it does.
What?
It automatically does it.
Wait. This is the biggest news of the whole show. Some girl, you don't press auto?
Not that one. I go into all the individual categories, make sure everything's there.
What the fuck?
Because sometimes it doesn't equip the LD extension passive. Like you gotta be careful.
No, I'm exactly the opposite. If you press auto to make sure you don't miss anything, assuming you have enough CP to spare.
Yeah, if your CP is that's right now. Look, I've got 705.
It doesn't like fuck up your artifacts too. Like
it does. Okay, yeah. So you have to do that after.
That's terrible. Why would I do that?
You press auto and then you go to.
It's so much easier than going to each menu and manually checking them.
You just press auto, then you go into your artifacts and manually pick the artifacts. Luckily, Papalymo
has more work.
Actually, I could do some artifacts right now, but we've been waiting too long, so I'm just going to go to
I don't think
artifacts.
think that's the right number.
Fuck it, we're just going in.
NPP.
I think we're worried too much about it. I've seen some pretty crazy.
I'm not worried.
Some pretty crazy teams clear this. So is this the team? Are you guys gonna let me bring two C90s and act shocked when I win?
I'm not acting shocked.
Fine with me. Make a vote. Make a vote. You guys, you never know. You never know. Voting on me winning or losing, like we always do. It's a tradition. And hey, if everyone thinks I'm gonna win because this fight's easy, that's fine. No one's gonna win that many points. But if you think there's an inkling in your head that I may lose, may fuck it up somehow, go ahead and throw a couple channel points over there, and you never know. You get all the channel points because most of the people are gonna be saying I win. That's how Vegas works. That's how Lifestream works, man. Let's fucking rock. It's show business, baby.
All right, prediction is live, ladies and gentlemen. The wording's a bit weird, but it's the usual rules. Can he get the perfect on the first try?
Has to be perfect. Has to hit score requirement. Blah blah blah. All that. No gym revive.
You see the team he's going to be using? I'm going to probably be trying not to give him any advice and mostly going to be giggling if he asks questions, but we'll see how it goes.
I could try to give him bad advice.
Yeah, some girls
What's new? What's new, some girl? What's new? Honestly,
I have given you flawless advice consistently.
Do you remember? We're not gonna do this live. We're not gonna do this live, but I've got a bone to pick with you. I've got a bunch of bones to pick with you. You have been treacherously taking me down from the wings for 2 episodes now. I know people who join us every week know that I'm telling the truth. What do you say for yourself?
I have given you the best possible advice. That doesn't mean I think you're going to win with that advice.
But the
advice has been solid.
You voted against me.
Yes, because I thought that even with the correct advice, you would still lose, and I was correct.
All right, that's
40 chess right there. The voting actually is turning out pretty nifty. I like this. We got the majority of folks definitely believe in you here, Raw, but we have a decent contingent who,
I'll
with
say
a tidy stomach, they didn't believe.
Yeah, they're
it.
doing that's a good split. They're smart because hey, it's just like Vegas. It's just like Vegas. I'm a huge favorite because this fight's easy and I'm bringing a strong team. But if you bet against a favorite, you win a lot more if they lose than you do if you vote for a favorite. So
two quick notes. One, first of all, KO Fighters has redeemed Hydrate, so everybody please consume the beverage of your choice here. Make sure you're hydrating. Ideally, some kind of water, some kind of
beer.
Water.
Okay,
No, it doesn't count.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Also, speaking of twos, Faust is pointing out something pretty interesting. I hadn't realized tomorrow is February 22nd, 2022. It's going to be 2/22/22 day, which is probably going to be the most exciting day of our lives. Given, if any of us plan on living another 200 years, that's good for you. But
I will never die. Let me look at my camera when I say that.
There we go.
I hit myself in the leg like really hard with an axe today, and I have to tell everyone on the stream I will never die. There will never be a day where everyone says, "Oh shit, Raw Life died." I will never die. So continue on, Bart.
Oh, that's all. I just am excited because kind of cool to just think in the grand scheme of things. Hey, this is the only time we're going to get to see 2/22/22 on our date thing.
We'll get a March 3rd 33 though, right?
I certainly hope so.
Well, the way things are going, you never know, right?
You might have abolished calendars by then.
Who knows? Yeah.
Also, there's no 33rd of March. Hold up.
Yes, there is. I don't know how to respond to that except for just blind defiance. And so that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Yes, there is.
Damn it. I can't believe that slipped past me too.
So,
it's also past me too. I'm like, wait a second.
So there you have it.
I was like, surely he said March 3rd.
Oh! What does Dark Knight Cecil's LD call do? I've had him ever since. Oh shit! I have to go and do his LD board.
Do his LD. It's
Well,
HP damage up.
Yeah, no. Excitingly,
Is
it
that
does
it?
exactly what his regular LD does, but it's not a nerfed. They didn't nerf the debuff.
Yeah, it delays them all 1 turn, gives them the debuff. It has a sap and then 20% HP damage.
And none framed Dark in Peril.
20% HP.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. We'll run it here.
That's a very good call.
We'll run it here just because I've had him for so long and haven't used him for so long. Might as well. That is, while we're waiting for this, it's about to run out in about 10
You
seconds.
just got spear?
Yeah, doesn't he have a spear? No, he's a sword.
No.
Fuck.
He's got a great sword. He's a great sword.
Well, you know, he looks like he has a spear. Think about it.
He kind of does. He has kind of weird looking weapons in this game.
Yeah, there it is. I'll be damned. Been waiting a long time for this thing to unlock. There you go, Diesel. Let's see what you can do as a call. It is over. What is the final verdict before we jump into this fight and just absolutely destroy it and embarrass all the haters who said I would lose? It was a trick the whole time.
Looks like 68% of folks, putting about 28K on the line, think you're going to pass it, as opposed to the remaining 13K who don't. So actually, oh, that's funny. More people voted against you, but more points were put down in favor of you.
Wait, so by number, there was more detractors than supporters.
There were more people who voted, more detractors, but a greater amount of points. So the people who believe in you more than the people who don't believe in you, if that makes sense.
Fuck this. I'm about to destroy this fight. 2 C90s. Can't lose, man. Can't lose. We ready to go?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Calls, Dark Knight Cecil, Saz for a burst phase, and we'll do... I'm going to give him a lot of turns. No, I can actually delay the shit out of him with Caius, because Caius is BT plus BT. Yeah, I'm a Caius expert now. I love Caius. Joke's on all of you guys.
Favorite number one Caius fan out there. Shout out to Yoshi Pasta.
Does he do anything if you don't let him get a turn? Because that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to keep Caius BT effect breaking him over and over. I don't see it, so fuck it. Oh, cannot be delayed. Including delay from break. Fuck you guys, man. God,
Wait, read the whole thing.
I don't know where it was, but it said something. One of his phases, he can't be delayed even through break, and that's how Caius delays.
Somebody clearly did not watch my vein run video.
Focus power for next attack. Grant self-following effects. Okay, so when he's focusing, he cannot be delayed. And when you cancel his focus, he can't be delayed. Including
No, he
break.
loses that effect when he loses his focus.
Just have to break his focus. Fuck it, dude. You know what? If we lose with this team, I'm not even going to change the third call. Fuck it. I'll use a mid-Italian call. This is, we'll do no friend, too, because I'm fucking ballsy.
Oh, I gotta say that's gonna be fun to watch.
Wait, should I do a...
All I'm gonna say is that's a lot of debuffs.
A lot of debuffs.
It's a lot of debuffs.
Wait, what does Papolimo do? Does he bring any debuffs?
No, I'm talking about the mid-Italian call.
A mid-Italian does 3...
With Caius.
A mid-Italian does 3
Or
framed.
4.
Whatever. Fuck you guys, man.
We really should have.
Sorry, I won't help you next time. My apologies.
This is the end, I think, of my my contributions here. From here on, we've done enough.
Someone said, remember to bring a healing call. Okay, well, I didn't, so.
Good players just don't get hit.
Guess I shouldn't
True.
give him a turn. Holy shit, I forgot we're bringing Papolimo, and I've never used him. His LD is there. He is C90, so, what's the rules about telling me how Pampalima works? How to get him to Xenoglossi?
I think the rules are I just told you I ain't giving you no more help.
Some girl, please. God, help me.
What manner of help are you asking for? I'll decide.
Alright,
if I
okay,
can give
okay. Just tell me how to get Xenoglossi.
it. So you'll see he has a buff that has stacks. Right.
Overhead, yeah. There it is.
Not the overhead. The actual buff.
Okay, the middle one. I see it.
Yes, that will gain a stack every time anybody takes a turn.
Okay. Eno chain. Very nice.
Enochian, yes. When it gets to 10 stacks, the next time it'll convert into a stack of the overhead.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll set it back to 1, and the overhead is what lets you use Xenoglossi. You'll
Okay.
also get you also get overhead stacks from EX and LD.
Fuck it. He just did. I didn't even know there was 2 targets on the field. What the fuck is this? What is that?
Can't even see the second target.
Yeah, no, he's kind of
It's a hope.
hidden.
It's a hope mannequin. Oh fuck! Will he start with his LD attack? God damn it! I was too confident. I did not know. Is he gonna start with? Is he gonna do a? Is he gonna pull Pinello on me?
I don't know. Read the boss description. What attacks does he have?
Too late.
Good players get the weapons and don't know how to use them.
Yeah, fuck it. I think I'm gonna no-turn him with Caius. We'll see what happens. How many turns is the new... ooh, it's 4 turns, and it's called New Moon Mysteries. Very cute.
That's what it's always been called.
Affects certain amount of brave damage. Raises HP damage taken. Phenomenal. So he's got to go again. What does LD do? His LD increases special effect polyglot by 1. Everything does that though, doesn't it? Oh no! Oh, that's his
Polyglot's
overhead.
the overhead,
So his so his LD gives him an instant use of Xenoglossin.
and it refreshes the duration of Enochian.
Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing some brave damage. Foul and Xenoglossi. What the fuck is foul?
That's the shittier one.
Don't do it.
Let's see
It's
Xenoglossin.
1 full AoE dump versus Xenoglossi's 4 single target.
Ooh!
dumps.
Ooh, that's pretty, man.
Stuff.
Oh, he's going over and over and over. This is great. I love this guy. Astral Fire. Fuck it. Press buttons. If anybody's watching this stream ever thought about looking at a flowchart, look at this. You don't need a flowchart. What the fuck, dude? I never fucking touched this guy in my life, and he's doing 500k a turn. You know, just press buttons. You'll figure
Chat
it
is
out.
furious with us, some girl.
I'm just telling you how the character works.
That is far too much assist.
Stop
for their
helping
taste.
him. No helping. Fat chance he fails. Okay. All right. Well, you should have voted. I will go ahead and do my favorite
Thanks, Ray. I
thing.
appreciate that.
My favorite thing to do with Caius, which is to BT. Wait, BT and then BT plus and then BT face. That's the thing, right?
That's the spirit, yeah.
Yeah. Burst effect for.
Sounds exciting.
Cancels break on all enemies. Yeah, you do the... That's what you do. You use up his BT plus phase in burst, and it... I'm pretty sure this is right. We'll figure it out.
Why not? I believe in it.
I do...
Also, this is sweet Bahamut on Bahamut action right now.
Ooh, Bahamut x Bahamut. They're about to get turns, so my plan's already not working. I'm gonna Kate Sith call already because I'm gonna burst on Caius's next turn. You guys, I'm doing my best. Honestly, if we actually smoke this fight, I don't know what to tell you.
I will say, see,
doing-
Sam, you're
We're hamstringing ourselves. Sorry, Bl'Art. We're hamstringing
worries.
ourselves. We're bringing characters we don't know how work. I mean, we're doing what we can, okay? For some fun. Blart, 579k damage. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, see Sam saying, he has a green. Like, how can he die? And you underestimate his powers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to that.
Yeah.
Really, if you're asking that question, you haven't been paying sufficient attention to this.
Yeah. This might be. It's not our first rodeo, but it might be your first rodeo. Holy shit, he's at 84%. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I mean, this is just.
I will say that the animation for Xenoglossin is pretty dope.
Oh, it's an awesome animation.
Okay. We have severely underestimated the power of multiple greens. Wait, only one green, but
Yeah.
one green, one synergy character, whether you know how to use them or not. I mean, fuck's sake, dude. I did forget Caius's burst rotation, though. I think, fuck it. And he's gonna break him. Oh, fuck, he's framed right now. We're gonna make it interesting. I'm pretty sure he's not actually delaying right now because he's framed. Is that right?
I don't know, but I think you might be right about that.
Also, Caius is doing 2,000 brave damage per hit, so. Let's see.
So.
Yikes! Yes, a lot of 2k brave hits there, Caius. Did I forget to do something?
Good thing you got that the catch she call going, right?
Yeah. What's up with that, though? Hold on, let me. I'm a
What?
great. Why is I'm not used to that with the shitty content we get. I'm used to hitting brave cap on pretty much everything, every fight at all times. So that feels bad.
This fight is actually quite tanky. Also, he has a buff.
Yeah, he got that hope buff that halves his brave damage taken.
Okay. Well, it still feels bad.
Yep.
Here you go, Bahamut on Bahamut. That's a solid 2.6 burst phase. Yeah, that's great. That's pre-Lufania plus numbers, baby. What have you set? But yeah, AA. Reality, we're doing the best we can. Not to win, but to win. Yes, but to that is really low brave hits, and it's making me physically ill. Why is that happening? Do I have another call I can throw on?
I mean, you could just dispel the shield.
Oh
with
yeah, I
that
have Vanille.
character you have.
I have
Why
Vanille.
did I need to shut up? I can't help it. It's like
I know, right? It's so hard to say anything.
I was
it's like right in front of
literally
me. I'm like, oh.
no,
I
I was literally about to say, God, I wish I brought a Dispeller, and I didn't say it, but
I'm glad you didn't say it because I would have laughed a lot.
Oh man, I wish I hadn't said anything because that would have been a great
No.
moment.
yo, is
Hilarious.
Trevoid here because some girl was telling me all this stuff about the buff goes to 10 and then goes to your overhead and all this shit.
Yeah.
All this crazy shit. I'm just fucking doing 500k per instant turn. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, but shout out Trevoid.
You're playing it right.
This is sick. This dude just non-stop, back-to-back 500k turns. Free turns. Just
Yeah, no, he's good.
This is sick. I like this.
So an interesting mechanic. This is not going to be like, helpful for where you are now, but in your burst phase, all of those turns counted for ticking up his buff stacks.
Oh, okay. Okay. I almost just asked which one of Vanille's skills, which one of her skills dispel, and there was the names. The names pretty much tell you there.
They do.
They give you a hint.
A little spoiler.
I figured it out. I did figure it out. Is this guy gonna get more tanky? Because we have become so spoiled at this point in the world of C90s, and speaking of C90s, I'm gonna C90 with Papa because who knows what it does? We'll just find out. Not hitting for max Brave hits on everyone else except for Papa, it feels bad to me, and I don't like it, and I don't want to do it.
Oh man, I gotta say, really, like I keep thinking, like, oh, I want to tell him that. Oh no, I keep thinking of things I want to say, and then I have to stop myself because let me tell you, I am kicking myself that we didn't get a chance for that. You know which of these dispels moments?
Which one dispels?
I read it. Someone explain to me why Caius is doing 2k Brave hits. Have I made
Your game's bugged. It's making all your characters hit for ones.
That's just what happens, you know. My characters aren't as strong as others. I don't know why. It's frustrating me. Doesn't really matter, I guess, but I am feeling frustration. Answer: he's Caius. I don't accept that. What about his HP pluses that aren't a Xenoglossin or Foul? Are they worth anything? HP attack, single dump.
No brave hits.
No HP dump. Okay,
The Titanite.
Nice, so we won't use those. I only got 2 more LDs, but I just want to keep doing heavy damage with them, so I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Papa Limo's broken. Heavy damage. Great shit here. Big fan. Why is B still showing up on the... Oh, there he is. He switched sides. I guess he summoned him on the other side. That's fine. Okay, that's not doing any damage, really. Why is that?
So... can I answer that?
Yeah, don't... Fuck
Yeah.
them. Fuck them. Just answer.
Oh, okay. He actually has 2 different EXs based on which stance you're in, and fire is kind of shitty.
Summon. Yeah, that's good. I don't want him to move, so I'll summon, right, guys? Yeah, to keep him from moving and get a bunch of chip damage right before he's dead, I should summon. I'll click this button here right now. Zach, that's what we should do, right? Summon.
I'm recusing myself from this
Yeah,
decision.
yeah, okay. Your silence is telling. That's all I'm saying. Your silence is noted. It's not my first fucking rodeo. I know what he does. I know what he does in summon phase. All right? Okay? Fuck chat. Bart and some girl, either one of you could have stepped up in that moment and said what you should have said, but you didn't.
And don't you
I know
feel
what
so
he
much
does.
better knowing that you did it
Hold on.
yourself?
No, I don't. I feel like you guys should have stepped up and
All right,
said,
hold up.
hey,
I'm
don't summon because he heals.
for
No,
this.
no, you could have said. You could have said don't summon. But you went along, and I could have just fucked it up right there. You didn't care.
I'm not going to stand for this. You already knew that. We talked about it earlier today.
It's slander.
I legitimately have no memory of this, but I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, a lot of muffins, very big day for me.
She's slandering. She's slandering my name. This is going to come to a head. One of these weeks, One of these weeks, some girl.
Remember,
What?
And Becca
no, I'm not
Becca's
gonna say
gonna be
anything.
and Becca's gonna be like, man, Raw, you're real angry today. What's going on? And Raw's gonna be like, I got into a fight with some girl, and she'll be like, what?
Yeah.
She knows some girl.
She
Knows some girl, and she takes some girl's side. Yeah.
Because I'm always right.
Yeah. She that won't happen. That hypothetical won't happen because she knows some girl, and she agrees with some girl. She takes some girl's side. That's how it goes.
But I'm right all the time.
That's what it's like to be Raw Life. I'm using my last fucking LD because I don't give a shit. And I want to do more polyglots.
That's it.
LD the mannequin?
Oh, fuck! Oh, no! What has happened?
That's a great question.
I did.
You LD the mannequin.
This is fine. This is fine, you guys. Oh, man. Oh, he's got 2 mannequins now. Oh, the other one died. What the fuck is going on?
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
A lot to unpack.
To make it fun and interesting, I'll summon before he's dead, but when it's kind of close, and we'll have to you'll have to sweat it out if we can kill him in the summon. I'm sure
That's a mighty charitable thing of you to do.
I'm sure we'll be able to get him in the summon. I mean, how many turns does a summon get? 6?
Well, it depends on when you summon for if you have a chance or not.
I'll do it at let's do some math here in my head. How many turns do you get inside of a summon? 6 turns, right?
Yeah.
I think with this team, I can do 300k per turn, regardless of whose team turn it is. So 300k. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? What just happened? Why is he not taking? Why did he not break?
I think Vanille just didn't do enough damage, right?
Vanille sucks.
Had a lot of brave.
Vanille
That's what
sucks,
happened.
Some girl. What the fuck?
Damn it. You know, Faustus makes a great point. If you had Zelda,
Do you want to? Are you? I'm not saying anything. I really want to say something, but I'm sure chat can know what is happening.
What is happening? Why is he not taking damage?
Oh, I
Chat's
see.
not helping either. Everyone's doing 2k brave hits. Why is everyone doing 2k brave hits? What is the secret? Unlock the secret.
Skill issue.
I want to be done with the fight. Why is everyone doing such low brave damage?
This fight actually just has very high brave damage reductions. Even the mannequin itself comes with high 90% reductions.
Well, we've got a fucking problem, everyone. The recast is about to come up, and I don't have any heals.
Well,
what?
sucks.
That's rough, buddy.
Are we gonna die?
It's a rough situation to be in, is all I can say.
I'm gonna read chat. Everyone's saying summon because they think I'm stupid. No one's helping me. No one is helping me. Can you borrow some heals from your... Okay. Alright.
Good, respectable joke. I appreciate the attempt there.
Well done. I'm confused.
Dark Knight's got the launch.
I'm confused.
Well, good launch, good launch.
20,000 or less HP damage. So each one of them can take 6.5, 6 1/3 K HP damage, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let him recast. Fuck it, guys. All right, now that I press
Watch
the button,
out.
tell me what happens.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
I get to go
lost-
again.
Okay.
I get to go again.
Yeah, shit's instant turn.
Okay, so tell me anyway. What is the refund? What is the recast gonna do?
I'll tell you when it happens.
It's gonna hit you or something.
Gonna attack.
Mega Flare recast ability. Group. Okay, Mega Flare plus recast ability. Which one is his recast? Why the fuck is it written in this way?
I don't know.
Inflict.
Oh, hey, Theological, thanks for the sub.
Thank you, Theologica. We appreciate it.
It's only one way to find out.
Mega Flare recast ability. Mega Flare
Yeah, you
plus.
showed up. You showed up just in time. Raw is about to break this fight wide open.
Yeah, we're about to.
Raw, please think.
You are killing reality theorists out here.
Just tell
Alright,
me.
well, I mean, I know what. Well, you know what button you should press right now.
Xenoglossin.
That's always the right answer
Because
if
it's an
it's an S you
The
can give.
flowchart. I gave you the flowchart already.
Right, okay, it's an instant turn, so. But
The Poplimo flowchart is if you have Xenoglossi, you press Xenoglossi.
okay, that doesn't fix my problem. His recast is about to go out, and I don't know which recast it is. There's two. Mega Flare recast ability. Group magic HP attack. I'll eat that shit. Mega Flare plus recast ability. Recovers from break. Inflicts break on all enemies. Cancels own special countdown. Group black magic brave attack. HP attack. So if he's gonna...
Some girl, I have to ask you, and you have to answer honestly in your opinion. At what point is the game asking too much of the player?
Bad news to you guys because Theologica, my hero, came in late, didn't know what was going on, and immediately told me the truth, which is that it's the weak recast that I can eat. Thank you, Theologica. We can finally get out of here.
Ready for this threatening attack here?
Look at this terror. Oh, God. It's just a basic HP attack.
And you guys could have said that.
It doesn't even
and
have
you guys
to
could
be
have said
briefed.
that. And you guys
We
could have
could-
said that.
No, we couldn't have. We were contractually
All right,
obligated
there's
to let
something
you
else. Like,
swarm.
can I say the other thing too?
Okay, you know what? I gotta say it. Fine. Oh,
Okay, well, I say it now. You let Vanille's LD buff fall off. So you were missing like all of her auras.
I knew that.
Bullshit.
Show business, baby. Show business, baby. Is her LD buff overhead?
Indolent Lard in chat pointing out that he also pointed out. Indolent Lard is pointing out that he had also mentioned that the recast is weak. However, Indo, what you failed to note or recognize is that anyone who's been on this show, Raw will ignore them from that point forward. You've seen how he behaves. He does not listen to us, and he does not listen to you anymore.
You've seen how he behaved. I'm
Alright.
gonna let him both.
No,
move.
Raw, you failed the flowchart.
I'm gonna let them both move. I don't care. They can't hurt me. What is Vanille's LD buff? Orba's favor?
Exploitation.
Exploitation, 8 turns. She has it.
You just used the LD again. That's why I told you. I wasn't gonna tell you, but
so
then
you didn't tell
you
me
got it
until I
back.
used it again. Okay.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Really great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, now it's
Glad
back
I can
up.
help.
Now it's up, and she's hitting for 500! 500, Brave!
Yeah, it's true.
He just
Because,
shelled, remember?
He just what?
He put the Brave shield back on Bahamut.
Oh, so I could have easily just dispelled it.
You could have, yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
It'll get dispelled.
Correct.
And these fights are really, really something else, man.
Okay, don't fail me now, Raw.
I know what to do. We Xenoglossin every time.
Every time.
Every time we can Xenogloss, we Xenogloss.
And look, it's up again.
Oh shit, it is up again. I was about to use the skill 1. %. Surely I can kill it. Surely I can do 8% in summon, right?
Oh.
You like gambling?
I'm gambling. Fuck it. Let's go, fellas.
This is a fucking horrible idea.
You don't think I can do 8% in...
No, I don't.
I'm gonna dispel on her turn. We should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns left. Oh fuck, I don't think we can.
Welp.
Why would you do that?
Oh fuck, we can't. We actually can't.
I thought that was obvious.
5%. Fuck! What have I done? What have I done?
You summoned on a boss that doesn't do anything to you on its turns.
3%.
Yeah, it's not like
3%.
it's not like he was gonna hurt you at all. I don't understand why you would summon there.
Because we're gonna kill him. We're gonna do 3% on one.
Oh god.
We're gonna do 3% here because he knocks back on his EX. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yep. 41k and 120k. He's dead. Fuck!
Ooh. Well, this is gonna be rough. Ooh, that is rough. There it is. There it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the live stream. We are your
The final live stream ever.
Y'all doubted him. Y'all doubted him pretty bad. And this is what y'all got. Ye of little faith is all I have to say about that.
Mathematically, in summon, how can you, knowing that the summon will kill your run if you don't finish it, how can you not deliver the 5%? How much HP did he have, Bart?
He had like 2 at the end, didn't he? You went in there at like, I don't know, 7 or something?
He had 2%, which is...
Oh shit,
calculator.
Oh, here he is.
He's here to laugh at you.
Welcome.
He has 20 million health, so 2% was
Yo, Dave said...
400,000.
Dave said, do it again. This time just bring an OP team. Hate to break it to you, Dave. Take a gander at the squad. We got 2 C90s and a green BT. This is about as OP as you can get for this fight. I wanted to make it interesting. I wanted to make it fun. I genuinely thought in Summon we could do fucking, what was it? 5%? Like
8%.
Yeah. I genuinely thought we could do 8% in the Summon. So Dave, I'm sorry, my friend. This was an overpowered team. But we had fun. Did we not have fun?
It was a good time. Regardless.
Rock, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Based on your experience with this fight, what does the orb do?
Oh, I didn't know if it had an orb.
It's right there on the screen.
Oh shit. Player
Did you ever at any point notice or engage with the fact that there was an orb in this fight?
No. I completely forgot about it. I thought for sure that it would come and hit me and it would wipe me, and that would be why I wiped. But
Oh, because that was something I want to complain about with this fight being really fucking stupid.
player deals 300,000 HP damage in second turn of one character's consecutive turns. Some girl. What the fuck is that?
There are two kind of components there.
You have to take 2 consecutive turns And on the second turn, you gotta do 300,000 HP damage.
That's it. Fade into Gaming rating with a party of 9. Thank you, Fade into Gaming. We appreciate it.
What makes this orb so dumb, though, is a plus 10 when you do that. And if the orb gets to 15, it just goes away. So the orb was there for a total of about 3 turns the entire fight.
Yeah.
Which is why you probably never even noticed it was there.
It's able to be canceled. The frame turns goes away when the orb is gone, and so you, during Kais's burst phase, I don't think you even realized it happened. You canceled the orb just in the middle of the burst phase, and the orb just went away, and you started pushing it back with break delays.
So the orb is lethal, at least. It's just
completely lethal. It just goes away.
It doesn't
and
matter.
Any character can do this because you just press AA and then use a skill that does 300,000 damage, which is any skill in the entire game.
Good.
And then there's no more orb.
God almighty. God, I proved on here. A lot of people talking about how you cannot lose. These are unfailable fights. That technically counts as a fail. We knew Summon was going to kill us if we didn't get it done, but we like to gamble here at the live stream. We're not scared. We bet the house, and sometimes when you bet the house, you lose your fucking house. And that's what happened. But that's 2 fights in a row with crazy, crazy decision-making on the orb/mechanics. The last fight...
yeah. No, this orb is nothing. Like,
That's outrageous.
I got rid of the orb with, like... I was running Lena. I just pressed AA and then used her Dragon Breath. Then there was no more orb.
Well, Papa, say that they were trying to... I can't find my Garnet because I'm about to beat this fight in 2 turns or 3 turns real quick. But
oh, her CP's fucked up because you moved the ultra weapon onto
Papa
Papa
the ultra
Limo.
weapon off of her.
So she's like in the 600 somewhere.
Okay.
Because it unequips her BT+.
But the last fight, the orb was non-lethal, and it was really hard to meet unless you were purposefully building a team to meet the orb. This time, they have made an orb that is ridiculously easy to meet and goes away, and you don't have to deal with it, even though it's lethal. But the thing is, Fade into Gaming is now following. Thank you also for the raid. Thank you, Fade into Gaming. If they wanted to make the orb like hit Papa Limo, like to make Papa Limo, because he's the featured character, they could have made it like 600 or 500,000 instead of 300,000, right? Because
it would still be really easy though.
Well, you'd have to have someone who can do 500,000, which
who can't do 500,000?
I guess with an LD, anybody can do 500.
Raw, keep in mind that when you act like meet the orb requirement, it goes up by +10, and if you do it like twice or whatever, the orb just vanishes. Like it,
you just have to get the count to 15. Yeah, it starts with 10.
Yeah, so like you really
you just do it
really
once.
Doesn't require I see what you're getting at. Like 500,000, if it was like +2 and the orb didn't go away, that'd be something. Or I mean, +2 would be too stupid. +4 or whatever. Like there's something, but like +10 and it goes away once you hit 15. Like there's a lot of.
But if you don't cancel the orb, that's when you get the like really dangerous recast.
Well, it just seems like both of these last 2 fights have had like ideas where someone was like, "Hey, what if we did this?" And like on its own, the idea isn't terrible, but in practice, they're not engaging within the fight whatsoever. Both of the decisions they made just makes absolutely no sense. I think the last fight probably was even worse than this fight. But now that I did engage with the mechanics of this fight, quote unquote, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Just in general, or right now, or
with the
just like an existential question.
Yeah,
is that like what we're going for here.
With the devs and with the fight mechanics in general. I would say we're at an era where every single banner, every single unit that comes out is like unprecedentedly broken. Just everyone HP caps are flying up, everything damage is flying up, support is just outrageous. And this is the I mean, I know we knew because of JP, but this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks ass.
Yeah, you have to you can make an argument for like, okay, you can make your own fun by restricting yourself if you want to like interact with the fight's mechanics, right? But this fight's mechanics are almost working to prevent you from interacting with them in a lot of ways. Like that recast, you saw that, right?
It doesn't have any brave hits.
Yeah. Yes, I did see the recast.
Like so once you meet the orb, suddenly the threat once again disappears because Hoboken doesn't attack you, and Bahamut doesn't have a non-recast like HP attack it does outside of the usual. If it has a bunch of brave, it'll hit you for HP damage, but like it doesn't have a built-in like smack you kind of move. It brave attacks you, and then like its recast can hit you for HP damage if you let it. But it's like at the very least, like I said, with the Edgar intertwined wells, at the very least, like if you bring a team that really fully doesn't respect it, then you can you're forced to engage with this. Like, I don't think you can. It's going to be very hard to build a team that can't just fulfill the requirements of this fight, unless it's like a bunch of like C60s or something.
Well, real quick before we go, I know we're about to leave, but I'm going to destroy this fight real quick with the most absolute broken team. So we only have a couple minutes left. But while we're in this current era, trash, we're in a trash time type situation. Are you guys finding yourself less engaged? Are you guys finding yourself happier, sad? How do you feel about what's going on right now? With these fights, it's clear, garbage time, whatever you want to say. We are in an unprecedented level of difficulty, where the characters that are coming out in comparison to the content we're being given is just worlds apart. Are you enjoying it? Are you hating it? How are you finding yourself interacting with the game? And how can the devs make it better, in your opinion? Blart, you go first.
Well, I'm not super. The feeling I get when I've ran these past couple Lufania fights has been that it feels almost like the same kind of grind feeling of like doing my co-op, like just my co-op runs, where it's like, okay, well, this is a thing I'm doing to get the rewards, and not really just a thing I'm doing to actually like play the game and like make choices and have that matter. I tried bringing kind of like no BT teams, things like that, and just like those feel like running a challenge quest, which is not that much better. And so ultimately, what I want is for my decisions during these fights to matter. And the past few, outside the the initial team build of making sure, okay, I'm bringing like 3 characters who are usable, the fight kind of falls over in a way that I find kind of unfulfilling personally. Some girl.
I mean, yeah, for sure, right? Like, these fights they're not all that fun, I would say.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean,
I could see this era of fights appealing to folks because the rewards are very easily obtained. I'll say like there's something convenient, like I'll the event drops, I'm done within half an hour. Okay, now I can go to bed, or like upload a video or whatever I'm doing, and not have to like focus on it. And there's some kind of like dopamine hit of like, okay, well, cool, I checked the box, got the rewards, and didn't have to like spend a bunch of time doing it. But that's not what the hardest difficult, like the end game final form of this battle system should be.
Yeah, it feels bad, and if you've played the game for a long time, it's gonna feel bad for a little while. As far as building your own fun and bringing challenges, as long as you have fun with it, then more power to you. It's obviously you can make the fights more dangerous, I guess. But is it really worth it? Are you getting anything extra out of it by hamstringing yourself to the point that this fight or any of these fights are actually challenging in any way to a veterans roster? I did mention how can the devs make it better. I don't think it matters I think we all know the devs are not going to change any of these fights. I think there'd be pretty easy ways to make them better. Making any non-lethal orb lethal automatically. That may be a hot take, but that is my take. Make any non-lethal orb, make it lethal. Raise up the HP of each of these bosses. Makes the fight a little longer, artificially, and once again, it's a moot point. It's not going to happen. I'm fine right now. It's very early in this era, so I'm not hating logging in, doing the fight, being done with it, and then the next event comes up. I think long term, especially for the player base, this could be an issue. I don't play JP, but people who play JP say that this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So I see in chat, Shelton Cruz said Shinryu is around the corner. Shinryu ain't around the corner, my friend. We're locked in.
Yeah, it's like what, 4 months away?
Yeah, we are locked in here. We're talking 4 or 5 months of this level of difficulty. And if you're loving it, that's great. Good for you. Enjoy it. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're a veteran and you're not enjoying it, get used to it.
I mean, I will say we'll still be here one way or the other to keep you entertained, keep you engaged, and put on the show for what it's worth.
We'll do our best to make the fights kind of hard. If there's any way to make a fight hard, trust me, we will find a way, as you just saw.
I have seen many times.
Yeah. I will say, you know, you got to pay a little bit of attention here. When his orb's up, you got to use an AA into any skill whatsoever from any character.
Any skill, yeah.
To make
That
the
was
orb.
the tension, the drama of that gameplay just now. I don't know if y'all were in chat were watching it. It got down to the wire.
Yeah, had to
Master storytelling.
Yeah, had to use an AA to get instant turn rate into 500k damage. And like Bart said, we're going to be here either way. We're going to be here. We're going to be having fun. We love this game. We know we have the gift of foresight, so we know that it's not forever. If this was the way the game was forever, which some gachas are, I probably wouldn't be very pleased. I don't know if I would be super into it, but this is not forever. And Crevasse came out. Crevasse was a beta. That obviously means that there's more coming at some point. Maybe not right now, but it's gonna come. So stick it out. You know, we'll be all right. If you're not having fun, try to make yourself have fun. Pull some characters that you don't know. I don't know any shit about Papalimo, but I'm excited to use him in whatever content I use him in, and he's got a fun, interesting kit.
I like Papalimo as a character.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's in this game, but
Good. Yeah, that's actually a good thing to keep in mind. Is if you're finding the fights less than engaging and exciting, focus less on the fights and more on the characters, because you may think to yourself, well, I don't need Papalimo right now. My roster doesn't need it, and your roster isn't going to need things for the next few months, probably, if it's already clearing content. But you might find you might find enjoyment from the game by engaging with these new toys and these different kits and trying different things, and that may be what holds you over until the game shifts to a style that you prefer more. So it's just something to think about.
Right, and we have foresight. Like I said, we know what's coming. Better days are coming if you're not having fun, and if you are having fun, hey, hold on to that feeling, man, because that's what this fucking video game is about. It's about having fun.
Also, Theologic is asking, how many green BTs do you have?
You guys go first, because I got to get out of this fight. And I'll tell you.
Personally, I have 7. Y'shtola,
Wow.
Bart's Vayne, Golbez, Machina, Kuja, Garnet, and I'll be greening Greg because I'm apparently that kind of person.
yeah. Well, I have 4. I have Jagron, Knoll, Lightning, and Stola.
I think I have a lot. Let's see. Let's see real quick. I think I have more than both of y'all. I don't have any ingots, but I've got. God Almighty. Get all these settings. Here we go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Garnet
Hey,
Lock.
we're gonna be tied in this in a couple banners.
Yeah, I am not doing Gilgamesh. Garnet, Locke,
Yep.
Kuja, Machina, Caius, thanks a lot. Jekt, Bartz, and Zidane. The best green to have. We have overstayed our welcome very, very much. It's very late tonight on the East Coast. Thank you guys so much for joining us, as you do every Monday night. And as you can see, and as we've mentioned, we're going to be here. We're going to be having fun, hanging out, bringing you some entertainment as best we can. So stick with us. Come with us next week, Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some girl, do you have anything to say to the people before we depart?
Don't green lightning.
Oof.
Foolproof advice. Bart, what about you?
Yeah, find your own fun in this game. If the game itself isn't giving you the fun, there's ways to find that fun, and maybe that way is pulling Papalimon 10 tickets and figure out how to use them as you go.
Perfect. Have fun. That's what the game's about. There's plenty of fun to be had. We'll see you guys Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have 2 events coming before then, don't we? We've got we've got at least
believe
one.
so.
I think we've got at least one. But we'll be back 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out Tree Void specifically. Shout out everybody for hanging out with us. But shout out Tree Void. I never would have got Papalima without you. And now we've got him. So we'll see you guys next
Your
Monday.
favorite character.
That's right.
Thank you. Adios.
See ya.